to tell it like it is.
What is up, my beautiful black people? Thank you for joining me for another Harvey Rants video. We are bringing you some breaking news. As all black people probably are aware, happening right now is a Jordan shoe release. And we happen to have one of our own reporting on this right now. We're going to go out into the field with Mo Sky. She's on scene.
Hi, Harvey Rants. This is Mo Sky coming to you live from the scene of foot action in downtown USA, anywhere. It's mayhem and tomfoolery as Malik, who waited in line for 8 long hours only to find out that the customer ahead of him bought the last size 11 of the newly released Jordan 5 Retro Reimagined. When he found that out, he just went wild in the store. Tempers are flaring. It's not looking good as many customers are getting involved in the melee. It is extreme madness here on the scene. Tempers are flaring. I feel for my own safety. Let me get out of here because, of course, I got my own Jordan drop last night online. Back to you in the studio, Harvey.
Mo Sky, I can't help but to notice that you're not actually on scene.
Use your imagination. I had to get out of there. It was not safe.
Well, all right, there you have it. Black people, without fail, yet again, proving themselves to be a menace.
I have seen waiting in line for drops. I have seen melee, and it is like anything else where people are waiting in line and then they don't feel like they get their just desserts, like the juice wasn't worth the squeeze for whatever.
Still the same, nothing's changed. Black people still failing themselves. Black people still destroying ourselves, literally destroying each other, literally unaliving each other over nonsense, proving ourselves to be controlled by these material things. Why is it not so obvious to us that we are literally the only group of people globally that respond this way to this stuff, that demonstrate being controlled by these things? This is what's keeping black people stuck, trapped, if you will. Nonsense like this. It's right there in front of our face and we can't see it enough to stop allowing this to have this type of control over us.
I totally agree with you. I think the interesting thing is people who stand in line and wait for Jordans to drop typically are collectors. They have a bunch of pairs, which means no single time is a necessity. So I do think that this points to something different, besides the fact that the behavior in the store was inappropriate, but it is this concept that blacks are consumers. We cannot wait to spend our money, so much so that we're willing to stand in line and then act a fool to spend money.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's an unfortunate overflow issue related to our community generally. I don't think we prioritize things that are important, and then we want to give all of our energy to things that don't advance us in any meaningful way. We are contributing to corporate greed, making corporations more wealthy than they were. And if we took that same cost of the shoe, $200 or more, and it actually invested that in Nike shares, I think that would be a better outcome. We could do that from the safety of our homes. And we would be better off in the end. We are not being great examples at all, because I've not ever seen an instance where there's a large number of any other races or ethnicity in situations like this over a pair of tennis shoes.
It's demonstrating a significant level of control that they have over our black people. I've never been a fan. I don't know much about it, but if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, they a lot of times it's the same shoe that keeps being released, right? It's like an old shoe that was from way back in the day or something and being released again or something like that. Because he's not playing basketball anymore. He's not making any brand new versions of the shoe or anything anymore, if I'm not mistaken. So this is just a whole bunch of old stuff continuing to be re-released. That just makes the whole entire situation even more stupid. It's like black people out here intentionally proving us to be just some of the dumbest daggone creatures existing on this planet. That makes no sense. It's the same old ass shit being done over and over again. It's the same level of control being done over and over again. And we continue over and over again to demonstrate how fooled we are, how played we are, how controlled we are, how stupid we are.
I think the bottom line is exactly what you said. It is the same old stuff. But Nike has figured out a way to market it in such a way that it feels good. People show up for the drops every single time.
Well, yeah, look, apparently you know a whole lot more about it than I do. Like I said, I've never been a fan. I've honestly never owned a pair of Jordans ever. I don't care to spend that much on some tennis shoes that I'm just going to wear and they're going to wear out. It's more than just, you know, the standing in line, as you mentioned. It's more than just the time and attention, you know, the money and everything. These people are literally out there putting their lives on the line, as demonstrated in this video when they started shooting, putting their lives on the line. For what? Is this really worth your life? Really think about that. Is this really worth your life? I can't imagine a single daggone thing in this world, not just tennis shoes or any kind of shoe. Beyond all, not a single thing in this world other than my two boys that's worth my life. Nothing else in this entire world that I would give my life for. The most important thing in life should be life itself. Unfortunately, as you can see, based on this video, too often when it comes to black people, that's not the case. And that's where we're failing. That is where we're failing. If you truly care to see a positive difference for us, then subscribe to change. Subscribe to being better people. Thank you all for tuning in for another Harvey Rants video. I'd like to thank my guest, Mo Sky. And make sure that you guys check for a video thumbnail that looks something like this, as I will be responding to this video next. Or the thumbnail might look something like this. I haven't decided.